Alright, that's what I'm doing. This is just by actually having a normal video, I guess, now. I noticed that, like, for those who don't know me, I'm a streamer who has anxiety and is actually terrible at speaking. And well, yeah, this is also a terrible stuff, that's just how I am. I guess the whole point of this video is more to so, yeah, I don't know how to say it, because, like, I know I've not been streaming or recording often, and originally when I started content creation, I started as a YouTuber. I did videos and all that just to have fun, and I haven't done that in a long time. And it's made me realize, like, maybe I should probably do that again. But then I'm like, what would I do? And it's just like an endless line of questions because I do know that people definitely want me to do something. I just don't know what. Because on a while ago on the Discord, I did like this thing where I was like, hey, what do you guys want me to do? And they gave me ideas, and I can't remember. I have to go look up a poll actually. Like, I also remember a while ago when I started content creation, I took like a promise to myself that I wouldn't do extreme edits. Like, it'd always be just the bare minimum of like, oh, some music, perhaps some subtitles and stuff, just to give a general license. Like, I want you guys to feel what I feel when I do these sort of things, which is why, like, I don't really like to do voiceovers. It's why I don't like to do anything extra. I just, play the game and talk. I guess, like, and in that way, it's definitely a older form of content. Like, it's very where when I originally started, people were like, "Oh my god, your editing style is so 2016." I'm like, okay, that's when I found YouTube the most interesting, and I don't know. I just feel like I need to do videos again because I haven't done that in a long time, and I really want to do that again. But I don't really have the patience to do it. Like, my mind is very all over the place, especially like with growing up and all. So I can't really just sit down and do nothing. Can't just sit down and talk for ages and ages. I have to do something at the same time. Otherwise, my mind's just not gonna focus. And so then I'm like, wait a second, how would I counter that? And like, I can't think of ways to counter it, but use it to my advantage instead. And I guess like by that I mean by saying brace the ADHD. Because yeah, hey, fun fact, I have ADHD. I've had some obvious streams and stuff. But like, I want to do regular, but like, I don't know how to do that. I don't know. I just, is it more fun to do it not regular? It's like then there's just no pressure. But like then I'll forget to do it, and then I'll feel down about myself when I don't. And it's kind of really disheartening with like how I have so much that I could do as a potential, but I just haven't been. And then there's also the case of like, I could be so much more if I put in the effort, but that's not who I am. I don't half half do things. I don't put in loads of effort. I just do things as I see them. If I feel something needs effort, then I'll give it effort. But well, here I am, being absolutely awkward at this. It feels like this is just gonna be kind of a rant. I feel like I should just record videos. When it comes to like recording, you just record, and if something happens, then something happens. If it doesn't happen, then it doesn't happen, and I just go with it. Like when I'm playing a game or something, just to like pass the time, then I should just probably just press record and let things happen. And I probably wouldn't even have to like speak through them either. Just do time lapses or whatever. I don't know. It's just like it's just stuff that I find entertaining. Others can find entertaining. And it's like been a big principle of like advice when people have asked me advice for like content creation. I'm like, oh yeah, just if you show that you're having fun, then other people are gonna have fun. And I'm like, but how do I know if I'm having fun? Because it can be taxing times. I'm gonna be honest. It's crazy. And there's so much like to consider when it comes to this whole thing, and you just gotta go with it and like have hope. I guess I don't know. I don't think I'm ever gonna get up with like commentary things. Like, I know that for a fact because I stumble over my words way too often. I'm a murderer. And if I like didn't stumble over my words all the time, then I probably would have more chance of like getting things done and all that. But here I am just going on around, just hoping for the best. It's like that's how I will always be. And again, like I'm not very much of a PvP, I'm not a parkour, I just play the game. And there's so much like to consider and everything. And I'm just like, I don't know. It's like I also was intending to like do a stream on like when I'm recording this. But then I was like got home later and I was just like I don't have the energy to do that anymore. I absolutely hate being the murder mystery. Like it's the anxiety that gives, it's insane. And like I guess like there's a lot of things like I have going on in life that could potentially like, put me back on all that. Like I don't want that to put me back on. It's like be part of me. And there's like always like so much consideration. Like people always like second guessing everything, and it's just like never ending and always like why does this always happen? And I'm just like constantly on and on and on. And most of the time, I don't even know what I'm thinking or what I'm reacting, like what I'm talking about. Because like there's also like a lot of terminology that my viewers themselves don't even like either. So I'm like always like constantly thinking like if I do this wrong, will I get this messed up? And it's just like never-ending cycle of double questions, I guess. And it's just like a never set path on how things can be. And I'm always like, I don't know, I'm just trying to think of ways to do things without any issue. And I don't think I'll ever come across this time when I'm not gonna struggle. Where are these hiding? I think they are. No, pick up there. And I'm just like, I don't know. I want to get better at speaking. I think that's like would be a good path to go about. Because hey, if I'm gonna get better at speaking, then I don't actually have as many issues. And it's always a good question on to see how far things can go. I'm just like, I'm sorry for being bad at speaking today. Oh my gosh, I am trying so hard to focus on this because I do not want to die. Boom. I think that's the first time I've won as murderer in Murder Mystery in so long. And I still remember the first time I actually won in Murder Mystery. I was recording at that time. And like being able to have that opportunity of just recording things and be like, oh my god, I remember when this happened and all that. But like then there's also like the fact that I'm also very strong like in the roleplay like industry. Like I do a lot of role playing, it's all imagination based. And I don't want to just limit that stuff. I want to be able to push myself and be like, oh my gosh, look how cool I am, or whatever. And so much can be considered like not part of it, I guess. And there's always like, oh well, you know, I'll get eventually. I'll learn how to do this with time, and time will help me. Yada yada. It's always time related. Time with this. Time will come, and with time, I will be able to be better at this. But time, yeah, it's been a while. I started content creation when I was 14. And despite, like, I think it was like, yeah, it was like, no, technically I started content creation when I was 12, but I wasn't allowed to do it then, so I had to, like, stop for a few years, and I did. And then I started again at 13, and my parents were like, why? But then they realized, like, I had the patience, I had the willingness to do it, and it was like, okay, when you're 15. And so I did. I waited till I was 15, and I got the permissions, and I started content creation. Like, granted, it was terrible at the start, but terrible is better than nothing. And it's just how everyone begins. Everyone doesn't start. Like, a lot of people, when they make content nowadays, they are just like, oh yeah, I'm so epic. I make this content. I put so much hours into this editing. And I'm just like, where's the content at? Like, a lot of people have really bad attention spans. Like, I can admit I am one of those people. But, like, I'm also down for long form content. Like, I'm going to just be here and just, like, expressing myself. And I'm just, like, I'm never going to just, like, not do something. It's, like, everything that always happens for a reason. And it's just, like, never-ending cycle of constantly questioning. And I am repeating myself over and over again. But that's just how I am. And that's what I love about, well, being me. Because I'm just gonna go rambling on and on and on. I don't care if people aren't gonna listen. I don't care if people are gonna be like, oh my gosh, they won't shut up. Yeah, I'm not gonna shut up. Why would I shut up? I'm happy to hear my voice. I'm happy to be able to have the ability to express myself in this manner, in this way, to be able to even get at least one person's intention, hopefully help them enjoy more things. Which is why I'm like trying to do hardcore and all that stuff more. But I'm also thinking of doing Skyblock again, and it's just like content that I used to do that I found fun. Like, no longer worrying about, oh, will the people like this? Oh, people don't want that. They didn't vote on that or whatever. It's just like, if I want something, then I'm gonna make it happen. I've already proven that time and time again. Like, I used to run a server, when I was 15, I started planning a Minecraft server. And eventually when I turned 16, I made it happen. And then I kept that server going for 3 years, until I ended up eventually handing it over to the developers, because I felt like it was time for me to move on. I knew, like, my end was at an end. Like, I had reached my climax. There was nothing else for me to do. And it was time for them to shine, rather than me be like, oh, but I don't think, and just limiting their experiences, because yeah, they're definitely more experienced than I am, but it also gave me the roots to be able to be like, okay, I've done this. And just having that realization, it can shock a lot of people to the point where they're gonna be like, wait a second, what else can I do? And when you've had that realization of like, I did this, you're gonna be like, what, how far can I progress this? And it's just like, you'll get there eventually. You've just got to keep going and practicing. That's an 8K person. And I believe in myself. I believe in a lot of people. I believe in all you guys. I know you guys can do whatever you put your hearts to. That green skin person. And I am always going to be waiting for my chance. Like, I know I'm not gonna grow big, but if I can help others get there, then I'm gonna be happy anyway. Because anything can happen if you push your mind to it and you just prove to yourself, like, oh, I did this. And I'm often just like going on and on. And I repeat, that's what I do. I'm always repeating my words. And no matter what I do, I'm always going to repeat. And it's just how things are. And I'm never going to be able to just sit down and focus on one thing. I've always got to keep going and going and going and going and going and going and going. My mind, I don't want it to stop thinking of new ideas on to progressing how everything can be. Because that's not me. What is me is just being there. Like, watching whatever I want, helping people, just being silly, I guess. I did not mean to do that. It's fine, he's got the enchanted anyway, just go ahead. Get something more. And, I don't know. I don't even know where I was going with this talk. I just wanted to talk, I guess. And just say whatever's on my mind. Like, that's always a good thing to do. It's just like a good distraction method of just getting your thoughts out rather than just letting them get caged up and never being able to get out in the world. And I don't know. I just want to see where I can take things in life. Because content, yeah, I like it. I like doing content. It's not one. I guess advice would probably be my best way to go. It makes me happy and I like seeing other people progress. But I've also noticed that it is also disheartening to see when you put in effort and it just doesn't do anything. But I'm not too concerned about that anymore. I don't think I will be for a long time. So I guess if you got any questions or research that you want me to do, then chat. Guys, I am willing to do it. I have a lot of free time. And if I can have you guys progress to wherever you want to be, then I'm always happy to put in the effort. Because sometimes your best resource is asking for help. And, well, I'm always willing to help, I guess.